Hello everyone, welcome to my spiritual sanctuary. My name is Sandra, and if this is your first time stopping by, I want to say welcome. And if you are coming back, I want to say thank you so much for coming back. Glad to have you. So I'm sitting on my balcony tonight, just enjoying the evening, and I thought what I would do is a quick Feng Shui Friday report. And things have been pretty crazy because of this planetary things we have going on. You know, Mercury Retrograde starts today, and it goes until May 15th, 14th, 15th. And then we also have the total solar eclipse, which started on the 19th and the 20th, depending on where you live. And also the Aries new moon yesterday. We have other planetary aspects too that are more complicated than that and that are really throwing a lot of energy our way. So I don't know about you, but I've been feeling the energy on a big time way. And so I don't know if you have, but it's if you're feeling tired or feeling kind of cranky or agitated or anything out of the ordinary, just know that it could be because the planetary aspects are in full force right now. So this Mercury retrograde that we're having over the next 3 weeks is going to be a time of review, reassessments, just kind of re-looking and realigning at our lives. And it's not really a good idea to start anything new or to sign contracts, buy vehicles, but heavy machinery may be on the blink, computers, technology. It's usually a time of communication glitches, okay? And so just beware, it goes slow. I think, I watched a video this morning from the Casadega Spirituals community, and one of the things that one of the reverends said was, go slow, and take the time to see the scenery around on your way to wherever you're going. Smell the roses. Don't rush into things too fast, too furious, and just take your time. That is the best advice that I've heard for a retrograde period. So, we have a lot of things going on. This is definitely a turning point in many people's lives that are changing. And so I kind of call it, and got it from another astrologer, the beginning of the endings. And there could be a lot of endings that come up automatically because of the fact that this Mercury retrograde is highlighted by the planet Uranus, planet of sudden changes. So things can happen out of the blue, and they can be affected in a big time way in your life because it's Taurus. So Taurus is all about our foundation. It's earth, so it's earth, groundingness. And so it's an important time to do your grounding, okay? And maintain your levels of consciousness is what I'm going to be talking about today. That's actually my topic. Feng Shui Friday topic is talking about the 3 minds of consciousness and how we can settle into each different mindset when we're going through changes, or even as a part of our ascension processes, which I talked about last week when I talked about ascension. I did mention that last week, so if you haven't seen the video from last Feng Shui Friday on ascension, I would highly recommend watching that one. I did talk about the levels of consciousness and how our consciousness changes. So now I'm going to talk about the 3 levels of consciousness and what those are, and a little bit of a description of each level of consciousness. Now, I am sending out an email newsletter, so if you're not on my mailing list, please join my mailing list below. And every Friday I send out an email newsletter in which it talks about the 3 minds of consciousness, and also a little bit of astrology is in there for the up and coming month ahead. Okay, so I would like to invite you to do that, and please like, share, and subscribe to my channel so it keeps our ratings up, and therefore the channel can continue in a big time way. Thank you so much. I appreciate that for all that help, and I appreciate you guys, so really appreciate a lot that you do for joining me on Feng Shui Fridays. So I'm going to start out with the subconscious mind, okay? And that is the lower self, and it is the chakras 1 and 2. It's your, stability, your finances, your tribe, basically your foundation, and also the second chakra of emotions and relationships and the sex organs. So the subconscious mind is the lower self, we would call it, okay? And it's the non-reasoning mind. A lot of times we act out of our subconscious mind because it's in our subconscious programming from childhood. From 0 to 7, we're in the childhood imprint period. A lot of the things we learn during that time are what patterns that play out the rest of our lives, and that comes from our subconscious conditioning. So the non-reasoning mind, it works on impressions, stimulus, and response. So it's kind of like it's automatic. We don't even think about it. And so to bring it to our awareness when we're making these different changes is a good thing, because then we can be mindful of how we are reacting to things. It's a memory bank and a file of thoughts, feelings, memories, imagination, habits, patterns, impulses, desires, and instincts. Okay? It operates our physical body, the subconscious mind. So like our breathing, we don't think about breathing, we just breathe. Our heart pumps. We don't have to do anything mindful for it. All of our physical body, our organs, everything just works. So the subconscious mind is responsible for that. Creates our dreams, most of our dreams. Creates vital force, our vital force energy, what keeps us really vibrant and moving forward in life. It works 24 hours a day. And let's see, what else? It functions according to the law of attraction. So you have heard about the law of attraction, and that's where it comes from, the subconscious program. So what we are in our subconscious mind is what we attract into our lives. So it examines, classifies, and stores information. In metaphorical terms, it's the computer, garden, engine room. So it is our computer. It's our garden, it's our engine room. It's what holds all of those memories and thoughts and feelings. It radiates our senses. It plays a key role in our prayer process. It controls the inner senses, like our visualizations. It creates threads of energy that contact both objects and other people, and can leave the body and follow those threads, as in the use of pendulums, psychometry, and psychokinesis. So when we're using a pendulum, it's our subconscious mind that gives us the answers. Can send vital force and thought forms along these threads, as in telepathy and prayers. So it has a lot of, non-reasoning mind. We don't think about it. It just kind of happens, okay? So that's our first mind. And the second mind, the conscious mind, or the middle self, and that is the conscious mind provides our knowledge. It's the reasoning mind. It's the executive director. It's the president of our personality. It's the captain of our ship. It's the computer programmer. It's the gardener. It's the decision maker. And it provides us with the third chakra, our willpower, discipline, discernment, discrimination, concentration, and our reasoning. So it is our third chakra, will energy, right? Now, the one I want to talk about the most is the superconscious mind, the higher self, that provides wisdom to us. So that's our higher self, and that is our seventh chakra that comes in from the divine. It's our intuition, it's our fifth chakra, and our heart chakra. It's the spiritual mind. It can be contacted through meditation, dreams, journaling, our intuition, and can help us only if we ask for assistance. Does not interfere with our free will, our free choice on a conscious level. As I said, when we are desiring things, we need to ask our angels for them, because the angels, our spirit guides, the divine will not interfere in our free will. So when we are desiring something, we definitely want to ask for it, and through our prayers and meditations. The spiritual mind is where you may find yourself during this period, when we're going through Mercury retrograde, and now we're going through the solar eclipse. And that solar eclipse energy is going to last us, far off, maybe 6 months to a year. The energy of that is going to permeate into our existence. It's not anything that just happens for a few days and is gone. So a lot of things may come up to be cleared and purged during this time. That's why it's so important that you do check into your higher self, because your conscious mind and the subconscious mind, those are what we have most used all our lives. But some of us maybe haven't used our superconscious mind, which is our higher self, and that's our connection to the divine flow. That's our connection to all of the information that flows to us from the divine, our angels, our spirit guides, and we reach it through our dreams, meditation, journaling. And you may want to do a lot of those things during this time, as we're releasing and reinventing and realigning and reviewing, so that you can ground yourself with information. When we write things out, like in a journal, or we're meditating and praying, we tend to ground the information better than if we just keep it up in our thoughts and our minds. So I would highly recommend doing some of those practices during this time. You may find it helpful for you as we're moving on through for the next 3 weeks to the month, until May 15th, and throughout the year, as we are releasing and re-identifying, as I have talked about in my previous videos the last couple of weeks. And if you haven't watched those, I would highly recommend watching those, because I do talk about the ascension and the resurrection and all the changes going on with the Aries new moon and the energies of new identity, new walking into the new consciousness. And I do believe that this new consciousness is laying the groundwork for period 9, which is going to be the next 20-year cycle starting in 2024. Like I said, we're at the beginning of the endings. So a lot of things may end so that we can have new things start in this new 20-year cycle, which will be very different than where we have been in period 8 the last 20 years. We're at the last year of that. So the energy is shifting and changing. And I believe that with all of these planetary aspects that we're going through right now, this is where things are going to start to get shaken up, filtered out, purged, and then new beginnings are going to start from this point forward. Okay? So just a little bit of a help for you. I am going to pull an I Ching card, and then I'll do a full translation like I did last week. Let me shuffle them up before I pull one. These are my I Ching deck, and if you are not familiar with the Tao Te Ching, it is a 4,000-year-old text, ancient knowledge, and it's the book of changes and the unchanging truth. It is definitely a divination tool that I use for clarity and around different questions that I have around life. If I ever, I do tarot as well, and I use astrology. However, sometimes I have found that the I Ching speaks to me in ways that the others don't, okay? So you may want to get the I Ching workbook and try using it yourself and get yourself some coins, because you may want some answers, and it's better to get them from within than from without, okay? All right. So yeah, this one wants to come out. Oh, geez. Ascending, right? The universe is perfect. 46. Ascending. That's what I've been talking about all this time for like, what, the last 3 weeks? Yeah. All right, so let me put my glasses on here so I can read the little print. It's 46 ascending. It's earth above and wind below. This is the time of growth, of movement upward, but you also need to pay attention to the nurturing of the growth. Seek help from others and clear away what is not necessary to your advancement. Okay. Yes, this is the time of growth, of upward movement, but also need to pay attention to the nurturing of your growth. Seek help from others and clear away what's not necessary in your life so that you can allow the new to unfold in, okay? And that's hexagram 46. I will do a video this weekend that goes into deep clarity around hexagram 46 for you. And also, yeah, I'll just do that, and I'll pull a couple of my healing deck, okay? So get a couple healing cards for you for the week. Oh, we've got the Angel of Abundance again. She keeps coming out, and I love it. It's so wonderful. Serena, I am the Angel of Abundance, and you will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. She's been coming out a lot. I think maybe this is like the second or third time. So, that's a sign for most of us that if you're expecting money, just know it's on its way, and God is in charge of how that's going to happen. Let's see what else we have here today. Now, next week, I will be doing the Flying Star Energy Shifts and Changes, okay? So that energy shifts and changes on May 5th. So I will be sending that out. So please make sure you're on my email list so you get the full translation of that. Okay, somebody's animals, Yvonne is talking about, you have a special bond with animals, and your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. That's beautiful, because if some of you know me, I just lost my dog. I think it's been the end of March where we had to put her down. And she was, 16, so she had a good life, and I'm sure this is her message to me, that she is with me and thinking of me, and maybe you have lost some animals as well. Just know that this is a sign that's coming to you, that they are here with you, and they are thinking about you, and your bond is still there. It has not gone away. Remember, energy does not die, it only transforms, even for our pets, okay? A lot of times I will feel Vesta around me and feel her at my feet, and it's just her way of reminding me that she's still there, and that you may be feeling that with your pets as well. Okay, and our last card out is sleep. Okay, I did mention that tonight. These transits are going to take a lot of energy out of you all. So as you're going through the ascension process, you may be feeling tired. So listen to your body and get a lot of rest. You also may be feeling headaches and aches. That's also a sign of ascension symptoms. So drink a lot of water, eat good food, and do yoga and exercise, okay? And get plenty of sleep. That's instructions from your guardian angel. they may be wanting to send you some messages through your dreams. So make sure you keep your dream journal nearby you so that you can take note of any information that you get through your dreams, okay? Awesome. So that's all I have for you today, my friends. I hope that was helpful. And again, I will see you next week. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead. And we'll be doing flying stars for the month of May. So until we meet again, my friends, stay in the love and the light. Namaste.